What kind of, if somebody's looking to get into a writer's room, what kind of writing samples would you suggest they have prepared? And like how many?
It depends on the room that depends on, well, no, it doesn't depend on the room you're trying to get into. Sort of. I mean, it's like so what kind of writing sample, let me start it. What kind of writing samples? You definitely want a pilot, or multiple pilots, which means like an episode. Original show that you came up with. If you're a drama writer, it's 50 to 60 pages, or it could be now. Pilots are kind of shifting as far as TV shows. Dramas can be 30 minutes. It really depends. But you want something that really, and you can have specs too, but specs are more for, you write a spec script of a TV show. That means another episode of television for the show that already exists. You write that usually to get into the writing programs, which I also did one of the writing programs. And I did that as well to try to hone my craft. But most people, I would recommend writing at least one spec a year for the programs, and then writing 1 or 2 pilots a year to try to like make sure and then make sure each of your past pilot tries to beat this pilot. It won't. Like the married cop show or cop gang member show. Yeah. That I could not beat that pilot for the life of me until me and Becky wrote another pilot. The first pilot we wrote together beat it. But literally, I know when I say beat it, I mean I could tell just by the reaction of people or the reaction of our reps. Like that's what they signed us off of, and they kept using that as our sample. We'd write a million other samples, or I'd write a million other samples, and they'd be like, "This is great, so we're gonna send out Snitch again." Like we're gonna send out that other sample, and I'm like, "Okay, that means I didn't beat it." What I mean? Like, so they always send out, just no matter what the show is, what the best sample is. Okay. So it really doesn't matter. Like even if you're trying to get on a zombie show, you don't have to have a zombie spec or zombie show. When I say spec, a pilot, even a zombie example. You can write something that has completely nothing to do with zombies. It just has to make the showrunner turn the page. That's literally it. It has to be like, wow, that is amazing. I've never seen that before. First page, second page, I need to know what happens. Third page, and you have to just keep them turning the page. That's it.
So in that case, obviously, it would behoove writers to have multiple.
Yes.
Because you can't hang it all just on one.
No. I mean, you can if you it's like you do. Your reps will, if you get staffed, your reps will hang it on one. But because I don't think people can. I mean, again, I'm not talented enough to every script I write to strike light to be a page turner. I really don't think every script I've written is a page turner. And I'm probably writing a script right now that is not a page turner. Right. When I mean a page turner, I mean a really, really good script. And so I think that you have to, like I said, you have to keep firing those darts until you hit another bullseye. But when you hit that bullseye, that script can last you 6 years. But you're going to keep. You have to keep throwing bullseyes to get another one that's relevant, because scripts go out of date. People on the industry have read your script already. They're not going to want to read it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might have passed on it, so they want to read something else. It's that type of thing where you have to have stuff that's almost as good or as good, but you're always trying to beat that last script. That's the best one.
Yeah.